Hello everyone, my name is Amy Eversole, the Adult Services Librarian at the Perry County Public Library. Welcome to Miss Amy's Favorite Things, Springtime Fun Edition, and today we're going to make peeps in a pot. So a few things that you're going to need is you're going to need a terracotta pot, different colored, spoons. And you're going to need paint. I'm using a matte finish. And you're going to need some markers or some paint pens. And you're going to need paintbrushes, plate, some painter's tape, some scissors, maybe some white cardstock, that's optional, and then hot glue to glue down your spoon to the bottom. So as you can see, I've already painted from the rim down to the bottom white on my terracotta pot. Now I've done this one in like a Caribbean blue, but I want to do this one in a purple iris. So I'm just going to take a sponge brush and I'm going to begin to just paint the rim purple until I get it covered. Sometimes you'll need to make like 2 coats for the rim part. It just took me one for the bottom, the white. It covers pretty well, but I did notice that when I'm working on the lip part here, the rim, it did take 2 with that, so I will probably have to do 2 coats of this. So I will be right back to show you what it looks like when it is dry in the next step. Okay, we're back. As you can see, my purple is dry. Turned out pretty good, I think. So when you're using a foam brush, you also, if you want to do polka dots, you don't have to do polka dots, but I like them. So you'll need like a round foam, just a sponge brush, and you dip that into your white paint. You might come over and just dab it on your plate, get the excess off. And then just go around the rim and put your dots on. So while that is drying, this is a good time if you've got your different colored spoon. I got me a purple one to match the rim here. And on the back, I drew just some eyes and a beak. So I didn't have a orange Sharpie, so I had to use a paint pen. But I just used a regular just Sharpie marker, and I did his eyes, and I did the beak in this orange paint pen, and it's a medium tip. A fine tip may work a little bit better, but basically it's just, a triangle that points down is basically all you need to do. Your beak, it don't have to be, it can be as big as you want. It can be a little bit, this one's a little bit skinnier and points down more than this one. But while you're waiting for your rim to dry, this is a good time to be drawing on your face. And you'll have to, if you're using a paint pen, of course, you'll have to let the orange dry. But I also, if you've been watching our videos, you saw the tulle wreath that I did. I had some left over of the light green, and so I'm going to make a little, give him a little bow here to dress him up just a little bit. So just gonna tie it on. And all I'm doing is making a knot. And you don't have to do this. You could do this with tulle. You could do this with any type of leftover ribbon, or you don't have to do this at all. If you have a small round dabber. You could do polka dots down the front of your spoon. I just do not have anything smaller than this one, and I had tried doing it on another spoon and you just couldn't see it. And of course you could do it on the front, but it's kind of like makes it shaded a little bit harder to see. So I prefer to use the back of the spoon. So now I'm just going to trim my edge up. Probably take a little bit more off this side. And if you want to use this as like, you can use this as a table piece or something and put some cardstock on it to make like a little nameplate. I've got one that says Miss Amy. I wrote Miss Jessie, our children's programmer, name on this one. And I'm just going to use a glue dot. You could use a glue dot, or you could also use your hot glue for this. You just probably wouldn't want to do it on high. Wouldn't need to. But I had a glue dot handy. So I just printed the name on a little piece of white cardstock, and I wrote it with my black Sharpie marker. And I'm just going to come down and tape it right there. And I'm going to put a little hot glue on the bottom of my spoon. Oh, that's hot. And of course, you don't want to go directly, can't go directly in the center, because you know most babies have a hole in the bottom. But I'm sticking them down. You'll have to hold it just for a second to get the glue to take, and then it'll stand up. And we have a complete peep in a pot. Hope you've enjoyed this tutorial today, and until next time, stay safe.